you know, summer programs should be fun. Certainly they should be lots of fun, but there should be an educational component also. And OCCC is doing just that. And I have with me Brandon Drefsel and also Brooke Whitefield. And Brandon, you're the coordinator of community education.
Yep.
And coordinator of recreation and fitness. Brooke, these are fun areas. Let's talk for a minute, Brandon, about the part that you're involved in.
Well, I'm involved in College for Kids during the summertime. It's a dynamic program for children entering 1st through 8th grade. And they can come here throughout the summer and take classes just by individual classes, or they could do all-day type classes. So it's a place that parents can feel comfortable about dropping their children off while they go to work, and they can be here all day, or they just pick classes randomly that they like to do.
So when you call it College for Kids, what kind of classes? What fun areas do you involve them in?
Well, we have a wide variety of classes. We have classes in science, computers, math. We have social sciences. We have a lot of creative arts. So we have classes like weather camp. We have musical theater. We have math classes like finance classes, anatomy. We have a lot of creative art classes like painting, music, guitar. So just a wide variety of classes for kids.
So you have the child opportunities for either left or right hemisphere.
Yeah.
Training. Is it music or in more sequential?
That's right. And the classes are all taught by Moore and Oklahoma City public school teachers. Teachers that are looking for work in the summertime help put this program on. And so they're highly qualified, and they work with groups of 12 to 15 kids per class.
How long have you been having these programs?
I've been in charge of the programs for about 3.5 years, but the college has run them for years before I got here. So.
Well, tell me this, and I always enjoy asking this question, a little bit about some of the feedback that you get from the parents and from the kids about how this summer experience has positively impacted them.
Well, I think it's just the ability for these kids to enhance themselves when they're out of school by going to this program has been the most positive feedback that we get. But they also get a lot of social interaction, a lot of character development. So it's more than just the academics that they get to benefit from this class, from this program. So we get a lot of positive feedback. Plus the class sizes tend to be in that 12 to 15 range per teacher. So they get a lot of one-on-one interaction with that teacher. So it's a time that they can enhance their skills throughout the summertime going into that next grade level. But it's also a lot of fun for them, and they get to learn the social skills that are involved in growing up too.
And so it's a holistic experience, really, for
That's
them.
Right.
I notice also music theater.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that for a minute. Tell me about that experience for the children.
Music theater is one of our most popular classes. We have a 1-week camp for first, second, third, and fourth, or first, second, and third graders, and we also have a 1-week camp for 4th and 5th graders. And that 1 week is they're here all day, all week, learning their script, performing, and also developing their set design for performance. So it's musical theater, and then they do a performance for their family and friends at the end of that week. So they have all week to get prepared and do this program. It's a 1-week program for those grade levels that I just mentioned. It's $125 for the week. Then for the older kids, 6th through 8th graders, we have a 2-week academy, and they do the same thing all day, all week for 2 weeks. And then at the end of that 2-week period, they do a performance for family and friends. They also do one for all of our faculty and staff here at the college in an afternoon setting, and then they do the family and friends performance in the evening setting.
So what kind of developmental progress do you see many times in these young people? Do they come in hesitant, really wondering whether they want to do this or not? And what begins happening?
Well, what happens is they have to come in and they have to audition for parts. So there's a lot of shyness, a lot of hesitancy, a lot of being overwhelmed or scared. But by the end of that week, they're totally different from what they came in doing. They can now sing and dance in front of others. Parents. You talk about the feedback that we get from parents. One thing that we get is that we help get that child out of their shell, and that's what musical theater is about. Is kind of putting them in a setting that might be a little bit uncomfortable, but by the end of the week, they're kind of thriving and they've kind of learned something about themselves.
It becomes a vehicle for character development.
That's right.
And how long has music theater been?
That same thing. I've been running that for about 3.5 years, but it's been here long before I've been here.
Well, Brandon, let me ask you this. How do you see these two things, College for Kids and music theater, as being specifically a neat thing for summertime?
Well, what's neat about it, especially for those 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade kids, is it's kind of a college readiness type deal. They come to College for Kids, and they get to pick from different broad classes like social sciences, math and computers. So they get to actually kind of enroll in courses like a college student would enroll in courses. And a lot of the courses are kind of career readiness ones, whether it's giving back, which is a opportunity for them to go and give back to the community, or whether it's a college prep course, which helps them to prepare for colleges, where they come to each one of our divisions within our college campus and have guest speakers tell them about these careers or these degrees. So for those older kids, it's really beneficial to help guide them towards making some tough decisions when they get a little bit older. And for those younger kids, it isn't quite that intense. It's a lot more fun, it's creative, and touches on that angle too.
Well, now the Giving Back program that you mentioned, speak to that for a minute.
Well, that one's been a great program. It's kind of evolved over the time. We used to go to the food bank and package foods for homeless people, and we would also go to a elderly center, a senior center, and interact with the seniors there. So we've done a lot of activities like that, writing notes, thank you notes to our police officers and our fire department, and going and taking tours of their work facilities. So those are the kind of things that we've done. But this year we're doing something different with Giving Back for that 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade group, and it's going to be a cancer awareness where they'll help raise money through a lemonade stand, and that will be held on the main campus of Oklahoma City Community College the week that they do that. And what those kids will learn specifically, outside of just giving back, is they'll learn how to market, how to fundraise, and how to organize to do all those activities.
So you're really seeing social awareness
That's right.
as something that is being shown to them and maybe developed in their way of perceiving what they can do as an individual.
That's right. It's building the character, but also building some skills at the same time.
And what a great time to do it.
That's right.
During the summer. Brooke,
Yes.
let's talk for a minute about recreation and fitness. Speak to what OCCC is doing in that regard.
We have several programs that are available, starting with kids from age 3 all the way to 15. And some of them are only in the morning time, and then others you can elect to set them up for full day camps. Starting with the younger children, we have a Snoopy and the Peanuts gang. That is where the children will come in for 2-week sessions, and they will do arts and crafts based on a theme, an educational theme like dinosaurs, 1 2-week session. And there's an Artrageous theme, another 2-week session. And they'll focus on the arts and crafts the first half, and then they have swim lesson in the second half of that. That is for the younger children. And then for the all-day camps, you have to be 6, but it goes from ages 6 to 15. And you can do just the morning and choose to do like a camp rec, which is just basically things you would do in gym class. They focus on healthy lifestyle choices and healthy eating habits, and just how to make fitness and healthy lifestyle fun. And so that's one choice for the morning. Or you can choose to put them in a specific sports camp for a week session. And we have a variety of sport camps available. We have basketball, baseball, soccer, competitive swim, volleyball, and there are numerous camps available for that. And then if you wanted them to be here all day, you would elect a Fit Kids camp, which is in the afternoon. And you can either choose to have that with or without swim lessons. And if you choose to have it without swim lessons, then you just go all day, and they just do different activities like what they would do in gym class, and then after that, at the end of the day, parents can come as late as 5:30 and pick them up. And sorry.
No, matter of fact, I'm glad you paused because I have a question. The combination of nutrition and exercise together, that's so vital that it be done that way.
Yes.
You know, I was mentioning before we started the broadcast that new news information has come out that this may be the very first generation of young people that may not live as long as their parents because of obesity and some of these other issues. Has it always been a combination of nutrition and exercise, or is that a new approach?
No, I think that since we've had the program, that's how we've set it up to be to where they understand that both aspects are important for achieving a healthy lifestyle, and so pretty much it's been that way since we've had the program.
So you have the fitness and then you have the sports. Now, is there enough time during the summer for some kids to partake of both, or do they happen at the same time?
I'm sorry.
In other words, where they might go through the nutrition and fitness and then move maybe into a sport for the rest of the summer. Do they have that option, or do they all occur at the same time?
Well, if they chose a specific sports camp in the morning, that's going to generally focus on that sport, not so much on the healthy eating components. But the Camp Rec program, which is the other morning option, that focuses on the whole broad aspect of healthy living. So again, if it's just a specific sports camp, they'll focus just on that sport.
Right, right. So if they take that, then maybe another summer they'd be able to take the more of the nutrition exercise.
Or if they choose to go to the sports camp in the morning and then go to the Fit Kids in the afternoon, because the sports camps only last until noon.
Okay, so,
So-
they could make it a full day.
Yes.
And end up being in both processes.
Yes, and then there's also an option for the teenagers. It's called Camp Teen Extreme, and that is focused on building healthy habits with community, and they go to feed the children, and they just do numerous activities to learn the importance of working with the community and that type of thing. So.
Well, and it sounds like becoming socially aware is going to help them understand not only some responsibilities they may feel more attached to, but also, if it is an organization like Feed the Children, maybe what's happening in other parts of the world, and gaining a broader understanding
Right.
of those things.
And they will take some field trips in all of our summer programs outside of the Snoopy and the Peanuts gang. They will take some trips, and they will have some swimming time. So they get a wide variety of activities.
Tell us a little bit, Brooke, about the facilities that you have that make all this happen.
Well, we have an Olympic-sized pool, which is used for many activities here, and it's just a really great facility. And we have a gym which they can do some of their activities in, and we also offer swim lessons outside of these summer camps. So we can also offer some swim lessons in the evenings and the day. So. But basically, we just have a state-of-the-art facility. We have a state-of-the-art swimming pool that's Olympic size, and we host several events, several swim meets throughout the year. So
Is it indoor or outdoor?
it's indoor, yes.
Now, what about the sports, the different sports? Where do you go to have all the fields and the facilities for playing the different sports?
Well, it's actually just set up outside of the college. There's an area where that is possible for them to practice their activities.
Well, it is great to have these facilities, and also another thing is it's so great to be able to utilize them during the summer. Many, many years ago, sometimes places like that were idle during the summer. Well, it's been delightful to hear about this, and this can be so beneficial to a child's character development and their nutrition and their physical fitness. And Brandon Dressel, thank you for being here, Coordinator of Community Education, and Brooke Whitefield, a Coordinator of Recreation and Fitness. We'll have to have you back and get an update on this.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.